Good day to all. My name is Mark, and I'm here with my first Football Manager 2018 video. And I am playing as Borussia Dortmund, and I will be managing them to football eternal glory. So, as you can see, FM18 has changed its look a little bit. Much more complex, sadly, and I'll be going over that. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest, is my initial take. Here's the inbox. Same. Squad, same. Looks the same. We have a pretty aging squad, I'd say. We have fresh talent that I've put into the first team. We have our old stalwarts like Weidenfeller, Berkey, Socrates, Subotic, Mark Bartra from Barcelona that they acquired this year. Toprak as well, acquired this year. Zagadou, very good youth player who came through Paris Saint-Germain's academy. Hopefully he'll be delivering the defensive prowess I expect. Piszczek, Schmelzer, Guerrero, Best, another youngster, supposedly touted as a pretty decent talent. It could be all lies, because in my previous experience with this fellow, the potential is not really there. Or he maxes out his potential really fast, and he doesn't really get much better than this, I'd say. He'd probably be, at best, a backup. We have Eric Durm, who's already peaked, I think, so yeah, he's just a backup player. Then we have Toljan from Hoffenheim that they acquired. He looks like to be another almost peaked out player. Sahin, stalwart. Rode from Bayern that they got. Then we have Weigl Dahoud, another new player that they acquired from the Dembele money, I think. Ousmane Dembele. We can look right after I go through the squad. Castro. And we have Aubameyang, their best player. I guess there is Royce, so it's between him and Aubameyang. So then we have Jadon Sancho from Man City. I don't know why they paid $21.5 million, but supposedly he's a 5-star potential according to Lars Ricken. So I'd say I agree. Fairly promising player. Then we have Götze. Makes his return, $29 million. So Dortmund made a $20 million profit, I guess, back in the day when the money was worth more. Not sure if for euros if it was worth more. I don't know their inflation rate. But if it was US dollars, it was definitely worth more. Then we have Shinji Kagawa, one of my favorite players. It'd be nice if he was even better than he is in Football Manager, but I'd say it's fairly accurate. Alright, then we have Yarmolenko that they acquired with the Dembele money. They got him from Dynamo Kiev. Oh man, my computer's lagging. Oh boy. As you can see, $29.5 million. It's quite pricey. It's US dollars. Unfortunately, I still have a preference to US dollars, so forgive me if you are a Euro fan. Yeah, my computer's lagging. Typical. Alright. I guess it's just aging. My computer's fairly old. Then we have Schürrle, who's injured. Royce, who's also injured. Then we got, Maximilian Philippe, that they acquired from, Freiburg for $23.5 million. Oh my, so pricey. But that Dembele money. So overall, Borussia Dortmund's definitely retooled in hopes of getting the title. Let's see if I use arrow keys. Okay, arrow keys seem to be working. Great. Then we have Christian Pulisic, who is the main man. The great wonder kid who is supposed to save Dortmund, I'd say. He's training quite poorly for some reason. No idea why. 18 years old, from the United States. His first season was in 2015-16. Okay. Became a main player, I guess, in 2016-17. So hopefully I'm very dependent on this fellow to carry us. Then we have Alexander Isak, 18-year-old from Sweden, or 17-year-old from Sweden. He's going to turn 18 soon, so there is that. And I'm really hoping that he'll be the main substitute striker, because Aubameyang is definitely not going to be able to last every game of the year. And we all know what happens in Football Manager if you play players for too much. They go down the toilet. In terms of injuries, you'll have broken legs, torn cruciate ligaments, Just not good. Alright, so then this new feature, dynamics. We have match cohesion, locker room atmosphere, leadership support, and they have hierarchy, social groups. No issues yet, so that's good. Very worried about this match cohesion because it's always been average, a little less before. I'm imagining this will only improve once we start playing real games, league games, European Champions League games. And then let's move on to hierarchy. We have this thing now. Not a big fan of this. It would have been nice if they just kept the stuff in the background, but now they've brought it out to the foreground, so we got to figure this stuff out. Suppose they have too many team leaders. 3 is bad. Whatever, but I'm guessing 3 is probably bad. Then we have me up here. As you can see, other players that haven't fit in, haven't made their mark, I guess. They're kind of just meh down here at the bottom of the hierarchy. Then we have the influential players, the highly influential players, and the team leaders. Let's go with social groups. More complications I don't like. You have a core social group here of the more senior players that have stayed longer. Then we have the secondary social group of players that are roughly the same as the ones before, but different timing. Oh, these guys are more ambitious. The core group is professional, and then the secondary social group B is professional. Then Isaac, who's a new guy, doesn't fit in at all. So that's definitely not going to be good. Then we have happiness. So the happiness is all spelled out for us now, so there's no more guessing, which is good, I guess. I still don't know. I haven't experienced long enough of this game to find out. No team eating. Okay, good. I accidentally clicked that. For locker room atmosphere, I've been improving it the whole preseason. It's very good now. We've been winning a lot, so that's good, clearly. And strong sense of unity. Then leadership support. It seems like the players support me for now. And then the other thing that I guess I like, but don't really like at the same time. So for one thing, yes, I like the information. It's good to know that this guy has a high injury risk, and then all these other guys have, we can click and see risk assessment. Okay, we can see, oh, okay, these guys have high injury risk. These guys have increased injury risk. And then these guys all the way down here have normal injury risk, Then they explain to you why. Match load plays a part. Training load plays a part, and then injury susceptibility plays a part. Physical status, I don't know what this is for. What is this? No, it's medical report. Nothing. I mean, nothing that too useful yet, but it's kind of meh. Then we can see current injuries. Come on game. Okay. They tell you, oh, these guys have injuries here and there. Damaged cruciate ligaments, gotta wait till December for Royce to come back. So yeah. These guys have all these injury problems. I'll cope. It's no big deal. Injury histories is just great. Probably for the season, I imagine they're showing here. So you can see Dortmund has the most injuries. Wow. Great. Come on game. Okay. And then we have, what is it? Scouting has changed completely, which is very annoying. They claim it's more realistic, and I probably agree it's more realistic. For example, scouting focus is very automated and centralized now, so I'm just focusing on finding youth players right here. High potential. Then we have a scouting budget now. Back in the day, you didn't have a scouting budget. They pretty much just had access to your bank account, and if you want to send people everywhere, they just pay out of the bank account. Nowadays, you got this budget thing. So I'll probably have to modify that if I burn through it too fast. Then we have the usual traditional just payroll and transfer budget. We have this scouting inbox thing, which I don't like, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. It's just it shows up, important jobs that your scouts have been doing. It'll tell you all the information you need to know. Then this player search thing is just really dumb now. I liked it back in the day where you had the this thing, where they had all this up here on the top section, which is nice and fast. You can run through this stuff like this. They had this picture, this table on the top here. You just go through it like that. I mean, I guess it's more not organized that there's a bigger table, but I'll deal with it. And then it's what am I supposed to do here? You just got a bunch of players now. It's not very helpful. You just see this stuff. I mean, I guess if you go to general info, it might be better, more traditional. Where else was there? Oh, assignments. I can't assign specific assignments to. I can't assign assignments to scouts manually. Back in the day, just go to scout assignments. There'd be a little tab here. Just send new assignment. Now you can't do that. Current assignment, you can't change it. You can't do anything. There's nothing you can do. So that's a pain. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna stick it out, I guess. So I used to send scouts to specific locations. Nowadays, it's all centralized and automated. So, for example, I'm going for short term right now, looking for young players that are high potential, and they just automatically do it now. It's just start looking in places. So I don't know what to do about that, but the best I can do is just wait and see. I mean, they're definitely covering a lot of ground. When I first started, the world knowledge was like 7%, and I hired some scouts from foreign places to get access to foreign data. So the best I can do is hope that this automated system works better than the old system, but who knows? I've never seen this in action yet. Not many YouTubers talk about scouting, so just gonna have to wait and see. And then one thing that ticks me off is, back in the day on the general tab of your club page, they used to say what your estimated value was. And I was the type of guy who, after winning all the trophies, my whole point was to build the richest club in the world. And if you want to go look at that tab that used to be there, which was estimated value, is gone. Now you got this stuff. Nothing. I mean, you just got the usual stuff. Turnover, season ticket holders, average ticket price, average season ticket price, and financial status. And you can see turnover. Somehow Paris Saint-Germain is turning over or making the most money. So, yeah, there is that. Then we have Man City, Bayern, and Dortmund. Then we have Schalke. And this game is called Gelsenkirchen. So, questions definitely have to be asked. What's going on? But I do find it quite disheartening, to say the least. And overall, what can you do? Here's the tactics. They changed it up a bit, put in more analyses. So this analysis of the way that you'll be holding up the field. We don't have any central defensive midfielders, so they're telling me, oh, your defensive midfield will be a little exposed. And I always play this formation. Not always, but it's my preferred formation, 4-2-3-1. And I accept that, we'll be exposed in the defensive midfield area. And I'm still going to be waiting and training players that can hold up the midfield all with just two. Of course, that's going to be very difficult, so we're just going to have to see how it works out. We can go to the recent matches. Let's get through this quickly. So in the preseason, we just destroyed our opposition, 5-0. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang smashing in 4. Then we have Rhine, I suppose that's how you pronounce it. We blew him away 6-0. Then a 2-0 victory over Wuppertal. 2-1 victory over Lot Feirense. It's a Portuguese club. We blew him out 3-2 in just a duel, I guess, of goal scoring. Isak with the hat trick. Then we beat Sporting Lisbon 2-0. Ride 6-0. And then the big game, which is against Bayern, 3-1. Yarmolenko with a brace, with Götze scoring a goal. Robert Lewandowski with their solo goal. So then let's play the video, everybody. Let's just make sure we're going to be watching the goals only. Alright. Oh man, laggy. Alright, so then we got a poor clearance from Bartra, and Lewandowski seizes it. Sahin with the cross. Yarmolenko smashes in a goal. Aubameyang to Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko to Götze in the box. Puts away the goal. Cleans up. Aubameyang. Toljan's cross to Yarmolenko. Beautiful header. 3-1, and we cleaned them out. So we won the German Super Cup. Step in the right direction. That is what we need. We want to start off strong, because you don't want to know what might happen. Those injuries will probably start packing. Even if I, did all the cheating I could possibly do to avoid injuries, I will have to soak up some injuries. It's just a no-brainer. You just gotta soak up injuries whether you like it or not eventually. So yes, this will be just a quick intro video. It's probably not quick. It's probably almost 15 to 20 minutes, to be honest. Is it not? Let's see. Probably is. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, give video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new. 3 links below: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check those out. I will update them whenever I see something cool, or whenever I upload videos. So this will be my main project. I'll still do some videos on my research projects, which will definitely take a while because I need to do a lot of reading. But, let's not get too into all the research, because that stuff is quite the work. And you gotta stay on task, which I'm kinda half and half on. Okay, this will be my main Football Manager content for the year and probably for the foreseeable future. And this is my attempt to create the new Borussia Dortmund. This is World Town FC, united to triumph.